It was the first day of middle school. And I was excited because my hometown was 3 elementary schools that merged into 1 middle school, that merged into 1 high school. And so there were new people to meet. And I was an extroverted kid who just loved meeting people. So I got on the bus and there, in the 4th row on the left-hand side, there was a glow coming out from one of the seats. And her name was Kristen. She was beautiful. And even as a 6th grader, I could tell a woman when I saw one. And I was excited to meet her. But instead of sitting down with her, naturally what I did was walk right past her, not look her in the eye, and go sit in the back of the bus because, you know, your boy's a G. So, you know, I knew that she'd see me later. And so anyway, a couple weeks go by, I find out that Kristen lives around the corner from me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This fairest maiden of them all lives a mere stone's throw away. So I started taking a long way home from my friends' houses when I would come home for dinner. And I would take my bike and I would always ride past her house just hoping she'd be outside. Because if she was ever outside, surely we would talk and we would fall in love. And so one day I rode past her house and she was finally outside. And so did I stop and talk to her? No. I immediately stood up on my bike and pedaled about 40 times faster than I was already going. Again, did not look at her, had a smirk on my face, blew right past her because I knew the next day when I got on the bus on the 4th seat on the left, there would be that glow again, and it would be Kristen. And out from that glow, I would hear her say, hey, James, so you're riding that bike past my house? You're pretty speedy. Why don't you go ahead and sit next to me? Let me tell you what didn't happen the next day on the bus, friends. It's so funny, the stories that we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves that we have to be something that we are not in order to potentially get what we want or what we deserve. And I know that's how I was when I went to college, too. See, I don't know if you could tell from this short video, but I'm an extroverted, extremely attractive man who doesn't mind putting himself out there. But my first year of college, I was absolutely miserable. Despite being an extrovert, despite being someone who longed for connection, I was upset and miserable. I was homesick because I told myself a lot of stories. Whenever I saw somebody sitting alone, maybe by themselves in the cafeteria, or I saw a group of people playing something down the hall, or I saw whatever, just somebody I could connect with, I would always tell myself, oh, James, you should go talk to them. Actually, no, maybe you shouldn't, bro, because you're not cool enough. You're not hot enough. You're not smart enough, you're not rich enough, you're not funny enough, you're not enough. That made me even more homesick. I missed my normal. At least back then people knew who I was and I didn't have to try, but that's what leads me to making this video today for you. My name is James Robilotta, by the way. Should have done that earlier, but whatever. My name is James Robilotta, and I was miserable my first year of college. But then 2 things happened. And they're the same 2 things that I want to tell you about as you embark on this first year. The only 2 things that I think you really need to do to make your first year a success, besides doing your homework, are simply make friends and get involved. Because that same person sitting next to you in orientation, that same person sitting next to you, that person is sitting there who's quiet, they're on their phone, you're on their phone, they have the same thoughts going through their head as you do. Oh my gosh, what is this place? Am I already lost? I don't know if I'm in the right place. Are my teachers going to be mean? What's happening? Are people going to make fun of my sheets? Is anybody going to like me? They're nervous too. So who's going to have the courage to connect first? We have to start making friends. We have to stop telling ourselves these stories that we are not worthy of connection, because that is not true, my friends. College is an amazing 4, or if you're like me, 5 years of your life. You got to smoke them while you got them. And so that means having the courage to connect with somebody else, having the courage to be like, hey, my name's blank. What's your name? I really like doing blank. Do you like doing blank? Let's go blank together. Don't read into that. But having that courage to connect is crucial. And not only connecting with your new classmates, but also connecting with your campus. Because when you connect with your campus, you begin to have a sense of ownership over that experience. It goes from being just some place where you merely take classes to a place where you can call your home. And so that's why I need you to get involved. That's what I did when I got on campus. I got involved in the little hall government from the residence hall that I was living in, and then I became an RA, and I love it. I would still be an RA today. It's an amazing opportunity. And so, where are the places where you can find other individuals who like the same things that you do? Go to club fair, go to involvement carnivals, go to all those things. In your first year, I need you to get as many free t-shirts and eat as many slices of free pizza as you can. If you have won those championships, then you have won your first year of college. Make friends, get involved, make your college experience your own. Because you are good enough, my friends. Have an amazing time. Take care.